Hello everyone and welcome to another virtual pet video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at and comparing the two different versions of the Demon Slayer Tamagotchi Nano. So first up we have the standard version, which is in the Tanjiro shell, and this was the version that came out last year. And then we've got the Hashira gathering here, which is the version that came out this year. So the key difference between the two is that they have different games, but they also have a few different exclusive characters. So first up, when you start up the exclusive version, so you set the time, you get the character Mizunoto, and that is one of the Demon Slayer core rankings. And when you start up the Hashira gathering version, you get the ranking Kinoe. So that's the sort of version that it depends on what you start with. And the Mizunoto character actually evolves into the Kinoe character, because when you have the Kinoe character, that one can evolve into any of the Hashira characters. But the Hashira characters are in both. The other difference is that the characters that you can evolve from the standard versions Mizunoto as the characters from the TV show. So we've got Zenitsu, Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Nezuko. Those are all exclusive to the standard version. So here is our Mizunoto character. So we'll set the time on the Hashira gathering. And so this Hashira gathering version doesn't have the Zenitsu, Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Inosuke characters, but it does have two exclusive characters other than the one it starts with, which isn't exclusive, it just is a different one that starts with it. And also the intro animation is different. So instead of getting this character first, you get this character first, which is the evolution from this character. So it sort of bypasses this stage here, which means that you obviously don't get any of the characters that evolve from this character on the Hashira gathering version. So in terms of the icons, they're all the same. You get either food or game. But all the games are different. So if you want a video of all the different games, I did both of those on their respective unboxing videos, so I won't go through them again just because we've already played through them all. But yeah, that's basically the main differences. The other thing is that when I got this one, it came with a different chain. It was this really kind of flimsy one that sort of just broke. So I don't have that chain on anymore because it broke. And this one has the more standard Tamagotchi. Oh no, it doesn't. It does have the flimsy one. But I think that these links were smaller on the one that came with it. So it's less flimsy, so I'm glad that they changed that. Unless I'm completely just misremembering it, but it was just a very flimsy sort of thinner, smaller chains. But it wasn't a similar style to this. So it wasn't the standard thicker one, but it was even thinner than that. But yeah, so I think that they're both as enjoyable as each other. I liked them both, so I wouldn't say that I prefer one over the other. It's really dependent on the characters. You do get more characters on this one, but there are the exclusive ones on this too, those two extra ones. So honestly, I wouldn't suggest one over the other. I would honestly suggest both if you really like Demon Slayer and you really like Tamagotchi Nanos. But if you have to choose them, the characters that are on each are all on the Tamagotchi Wikia, so I would definitely advise to check that out just so you know what characters are on each. And you can also see their sprites from there. In terms of the ranking that I would give them for enjoyment and ease of use, it's the same as when I did my review on the standard version, and that is 9 for enjoyment, 10 for ease of use, and that's my standard review for a lot of the nanos, because I feel like the nanos are fairly easy. They're probably the easiest to deal with Tamagotchi that you can really get. You can sort of have a job and just sort of get by feeding it every so often. They're not as demanding as other Tamagotchi and other virtual pet characters and series. So yeah, there's not much really to say about the two, other than it depends on what character you get. And that was it for my comparison, but if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!